Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Tuesday night. Glad to have you guys back on board tonight here. Celtics playing out west, out in Mountain Time, as they are at Utah tonight in this match. Boston looking to bounce back, get on the right track, coming off a tough loss on the road at Portland, 114-108 on Sunday. Turnovers plagued the Celtics on Sunday. They had 19 turnovers. That was uncharacteristic for them, as they lead the league in fewest turnovers per game. And tonight, looking to bounce back, looking to make sure that they even up the season series against Utah. It was disappointing the first time they took on Utah in the second week of the season. A loss at the TD Garden, 105-103. Celtics led by 14 points. And then Yusuf Nurkic scored a game-winning basket with 0.6 of a second left to go off a putback to win for the Jazz in that game. Just a terrible game by the Celtics against Utah in early November. Boston went 11 for 51 from three. And they had their worst three-point shooting percentage this season in a single game at 22%. And they only lost by 2 points in that game. One out of the very few rare losses for them on paper that they should have won, being favorites this season. Celtics had bad losses against the Jazz the first time around. They lost against the Bucks a couple weeks ago without Giannis on December 11th. And then also a loss against Brooklyn in Game 2 against Brooklyn back in November, and then the loss against Portland as well. So a couple blips in their schedule so far, but still either way, Celtics come into this game still third in the East, 19-12, 9-7 on the road, 9-3 in their last 12 games for Boston. Looking to take care of business tonight in this game. Seagull, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Ashton, Michael, Warren, glad to have you guys in the stream for this one tonight. This could be a history-making night here for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, 9 consecutive games with at least 30 points for JB. That is tied for the franchise record with Larry Bird for the most 30-point consecutive games in a row. Every single game in the month of December, Jaylen Brown has dropped down at least 30 points. In the last game he took on Utah, he scored 36, missing all 9 three-point shots for Jaylen Brown. He went 0 for 9 for the perimeter in that game, still managed to score 36 points as he shot 13 out of 19 from 2-point range in that game. He's been absolutely elite when it's come down to it's come down to mid-range shooting this year from 10 to 15 feet out. Jaylen Brown shooting approximately around 55% from the floor from jumpers in the mid-range from 10 to 15 feet. Siegel with a dono in the pregame. Really appreciate it, brother. There for Siegel. You the legend, man. Thanks so much, man. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This should be a Boston Celtics victory tonight. Celtics have had some blips on their radar. They should be coming out playing mad that they lost the last game against Portland. I think the Celtics are going to come out and take this one personally in this game here. Jaylen Brown carried the Celtics in the last game, 37 points. He needs his teammates to step up. A rough game out of Derek White, finished with just 12. And Derek White, a couple of crushing turnovers late in that game that was uncharacteristic. The Celtics played right into Portland's style. They just got baited right into playing into the Blazers style, which was just fast, chaotic type basketball, sloppy with the possessions. That's not how the Celtics play. The Celtics slow down tempo. They get good quality looks, pushing the basketball around, controlling the game. And that's what Boston needs to do tonight, is limit the turnovers, take care of the basketball, and also take advantage of the poor defense by Utah. I was looking at Utah statistics coming into this game. They ranked dead last in total defense, dead last in points allowed, 29th in field goal shooting percentage defense, 28th in perimeter defense. They're 26th in turnovers committed per game. Utah is number 6 in offense, but they just can't play defense. And if you can't play a look at defense, this should be an easy game for the Celtics to attack, get downhill, get to the rim. Last game, they put up 51 threes. They made just 11 against the Jazz. They could not find their shots. And that was early part of the season when the Celtics just struggled from three-point range. Tonight, you're going to mix and match. You're going to be able to balance out the offense. Celtics have been getting to the free throw line quite often recently, and this is a good game to bounce back and attack the defense, find the gaps, score, play downhill, get to the rim tonight in this one. Plus, spacing out the basketball, playing with pace out in transition when they force turnovers too. Yeah, that's insane. Jaylen Brown, yeah, he had 36 the last time he faced Utah, despite missing every single three-point shot he took, and he made 13 out of 19 shots from 2. Oh, wow, 2027, not 2026 there. Man, I feel you, Michael. Hey, there you go, Ashton. Glad to hear you got your voice back there. Going to be tipping off, I believe, slightly past 9 o'clock tonight. Different start time than usual. Tonight's game is at just past 9 o'clock for the tip time since they're playing at Utah. At least I'm glad it's not a 10:30 start time. I saw that's upcoming, I think, Saturday at the Clippers. Celtics play at 10:30, which is the latest start time available in the association. One game going on right now. That's the national TV game on Peacock. Grizzlies up against the Sixers, 61-56. 2 late games tonight. Pistons at Lakers. Wow, there's actually an 11 o'clock game. Yeah, that's right, starting this year because Peacock does, NBC Peacock does the doubleheaders. So that night game tonight is Kings at Clippers. Doesn't start till 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Celtics up on the poll right now, 90-10. Doesn't shock me in the early going. Let's see if we can keep it going here tonight for this one. But yeah, Celtics should be able to take care of business in this game. I think they're going to come out mad, come out ready to play, physicality, toughness, and just take all their frustration out on the Jazz tonight. Number one, they're coming off a loss at Portland, a game on paper they should have won. They were a 6.5-point favorite. Number two, Celtics are an 8.5-point favorite tonight. They lost against Utah on their home floor. I don't think they're going to have it happen a second time tonight. And this is what I got here. I'm going to go through my top 5 picks for tonight, and this is what I like for tonight's game. I like the Celtics tonight to cover the spread in this game, and I just talked about it. I think they're going to come out mad tonight, coming off the loss against Portland's. Celtics haven't got swept against Utah since 2021, and that was when Utah was the number 1 seed in the West with Donovan Mitchell coming back after the year out of COVID in 2021. for them. But I feel that this Celtics team tonight, they're just going to take all their frustration out of a really poor defense with the Jazz and be able to stretch out that lead and win big tonight in a commanding fashion. Jaylen Brown, over 31.5 points. He's going for the record tonight in franchise history. Last time he had 36 points against Utah without making a single three. He's averaging just under 33 points per game in the month of December. He's hit 30 every single game in the month of December. And tonight, a record-breaking night for Jaylen Brown. I think he's going to get it. I've got him for at least 32 tonight for JB. And this is one that, here's the Celtics looking to bounce back. Lost against Utah almost 2 months ago. They're going to take their frustration right out of the Jazz tonight. Jaylen Brown over 6.5 rebounds. I got him as well. That's on plus odds. He's been racking up rebounds recently, averaging 7 boards per game in his last 8. He's recorded at least 7 rebounds in his last 6 out of 8 games. Right now, that's at 6.5 rebounds tonight on the plus odds for Jaylen Brown. And then Derek White in a bounce-back spot for him tonight. Really rough game at Portland. I think he's going to bounce back tonight. He had a tough game against Milwaukee, too. Earlier this month, he had 11 points. He then dropped down 31 in the next game after that against the Pistons. So tonight, bounce-back opportunity for Derek White. I think he's going to deliver tonight. Last year, he did struggle going into a shooting slump around this time period. It was around late December to early January where he went into that shooting slump. So hopefully he'll be able to bounce back, and this is not an indication that will happen again around the same time frame. But yeah, I like Derek White. Good spot for him to bounce back tonight, going up against the worst perimeter defense in the league, being Utah. And then over the 3.5 made threes as well for Derek White tonight. He's averaging 4.4 made threes per game in the previous 10 games. He's shooting 40% from 3 in his last 10. And with that is the previous game added in where he was horrific, 2 for 10 from the perimeter in the last game. So despite having a massive dud against Portland, he's been able to shoot efficient during this 10-game stretch for Derek White and put up a bunch of threes and drill them. A couple of games prior to the one going into tonight, he made 9 threes from a few weeks back for D. White. So good bounce back spot for him tonight. That's what I like. Celtics to cover on the spread tonight. Jaylen Brown, big time JB, as he looks to go for the record tonight for most consecutive 30-point games in Celtics franchise history. And then Derek White in a big spot tonight with his over points and made threes. Brown with over his points and rebounds tonight is what I like. Hey, what's good? Our Kate knows on the stream. Welcome in. Wow, Ashton, yeah, best of luck recovering from the cold, man. Eastern Conference Player of the Week coming off those honors for Jaylen Brown. Just absolutely unstoppable. I'm going to check to see what the NBA MVP odds are right now for Jaylen Brown. Last time I checked from a few weeks back, he was just really disrespected in those odds. He was around 10th or 11th. He's moved up. So SGA, first place odds, Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Victor Wembanyama, and then Jaylen Brown tied with Tyrese Maxey. 6th best odds currently to Jaylen Brown. So that's a jump up from a few weeks back where he was around 10th or 11th. He was around the area of Donovan Mitchell and Ant-Man, around that area for the odds, and he is now jumped up to the number 6 spot in top odds for MVP. Hey, what's good? Jeffrey, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. David, welcome back in. Yeah, Joe Mazzulla hasn't been playing Anthony Simons that much. It's kind of been disappointing, though, recently for him. Hasn't been able to produce that much off the bench. Celtics need everybody to step up in this game. And it starts with Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. Those two guys, the 2 and 3 guys, just were non-existent during the last game. They really struggled to hit their shots. It was Jaylen Brown by a landslide, who had a monster game against Portland, kept his team right in it. He had 37 points. Just no help there. Hugo Gonzalez, Anthony Simons with 13. And then Pritchard at 9. Just uncharacteristic for him. Should be able to bounce back too in this game. Oh my goodness. So sorry to hear that, Jeffrey. My thoughts and prayers for your aunt. Oh man, that's terrible. Yes, and my thoughts and prayers. Speedy recovery there for your aunt, bud. Wow, 60 hours today? Yeah, I think it's time to give that a break. Probably the whole like PS5 box is probably like overheated if you played it for like 60 hours. Because there's only 24 hours in a day. Maybe 6 hours, but 60. That's 3 days worth of playing your new game. Still looking for the starting lineup. Haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Celtics getting lucky. They didn't face Giannis. Last time they took on the Bucks didn't matter because the Bucks upset the Celtics. And now another big name not playing against Boston. Jokic just announced earlier today. Diagnosed with a hyperextension in his left knee. Will miss at least 4 weeks. And Denver's coming to Boston next week. So that series is going to be different. I feel for the fans. Like, if you bought a ticket for that game, especially if you're coming from Denver to Boston, if you're a Nuggets fan that you want to see Jokic in Boston, and you bought the ticket, taking a cross-country flight to the TD Garden, and now Jokic is injured. I mean, that hurts. For a guy that never misses time due to injuries. Like, that's why he always wins MVP, because the best ability is always availability. And you have to meet the game threshold to take home MVP. And a lot of guys already are in danger, jeopardy, or have already missed that mark of the game threshold so far. Yeah. Stephon Diggs. Yeah, that was on the news this afternoon. Holy smokes. So his court case is right before the AFC Championship game. So who knows what's going to happen now for the future of Stephon Diggs. If the Patriots make it all the way to the AFC Championship, and then he has that court case, like, I think it's like 2 days before the AFC Championship, like, holy smokes. Like now it's like a question mark, like, how do you game plan or so coming up in the future, knowing that, like, Stephon Diggs might be suspended, or might even, like, if it's bad, like, it seems like it's really bad, like, this might be like a NFL ban for him. Like, it might be that bad. It seems like it's serious, like, really serious. So the news involved is that it was with his female chef that he has at his house. Hey, what's good, Uncle Pizzle? Glad to have you back in, bud. Hope all is going well. Rissa on the stream, welcome in. Joe, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll send that message out to my girlfriend, too. MacLean on the channel, welcome on board. So it looks like Stephon Diggs denied the accusations. But yeah, Stephon Diggs is facing accusations of strangulation. So a report came out this morning. Stephon Diggs is facing strangulation and assault charges. This is from an incident on December 2nd. That was, I believe that was on the same day they took on the Giants. Monday Night Football. Just going to go back to this, December 2nd. The day after Monday Night Football. So the day after Monday Night Football, Tuesday, December 2nd, Stephon Diggs, strangulation and assault charges. I believe it's from the chef that he had working at his house. Yeah, Channel 5 Boston has the title, New England Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs assaulted private chef over pay dispute, court documents allege. So, that's what it has released there. Yeah, somebody put the documents over on Twitter, and it seems like it's really bad. Hey, what's good? Marcus on the channel. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yes, the scoreboard will be in the bottom part of the screen. The numbers will fill in once we get to tip off this game. So the numbers will come in at the bottom part of the screen once we tip off. Yeah, I used to have it manually for the numbers, and then a new site reached out to me over at assist.com, and I was able to get the scoreboard from them. I'm able to plug it in on the time on their site, so it all syncs up. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Jordan Walsh, Nehemiah Queta, the starting five for the Celtics tonight, going up against Keontae George, Bryce Sensabaugh, Taylor Hendricks, Larry Markkinen, and Yusuf Nurkic. Nurkic scored a game winner against Boston at the TD Garden on November 3rd, 105-103 win for Utah in that game. Keontae George had 31 in that game. And Markkinen is averaging 28 points per game, so he is leading the Jazz this season. And Jaylen Brown, a historic night on tap for him tonight. If he can reach 30 points or greater, he'd overtake Larry Bird as the franchise record holder for most consecutive games with at least 30 points. Right now, Brown and Bird tied for 9 games in Celtics franchise history, 9 consecutive games with 30 points or greater. Every single game in the month of December, Jaylen Brown has scored at least 30. Chance to continue it tonight, make it his 10th. Chris Boucher, Jason Tatum both out tonight for the Celtics. Walker Kessler, Ace Bailey, Kevin Love, and George Niang. If you remember back to the offseason, George Niang spent a couple of days on the Celtics roster during the summer and then was released, sent to Utah. George Niang is out tonight alongside Kevin Love, Ace Bailey, and Walker Kessler. Celtics white jerseys tonight, green numbers, green letters as they're on the road at Utah for this matchup. The Jazz purple uniforms, white numbers, white letters as we are underway and the Jazz control the opening tip. First possession of the game, Nurkic slides it cross court, catch and fire, 3 at the wing, no good off the back rim, misfired by Keontae George as the ball gets tipped out of bounds, is off the Celtics. We're just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Inbound underneath here for Utah on their opening possession. Down low, Markkinen goes up, got it swatted away, sandwiched in between Queta and White. Jazz got it back though and scored up and in with a left-hand layup to begin this game. First basket in the night scored by Keontae George for Utah. Opening possession now for the Celtics. White sends it off to Brown at the top of the key. Jaylen Brown lobs it inside, finds Queta. Outside to the wing. Pritchard, skip pass, left corner 3. Catch and fire, Derek White off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Sensabaugh here for Utah. Jazz race up the floor. Nurkic around the perimeter. Handoff Markkinen, turns the corner, drives. Downhill to the cup, puts one up, no good. Off the bottom part of the glass, went up, got fouled. And the clock will stop with 11:10. Utah, not a strong team in many categories. Dead last in total defense, points allowed per game, perimeter defense, and 2-point defense at the bottom. But they do rank number 6 in the NBA in points scored per game. And they are the top team in free throw makes per game. And this is their first pair of free throws on the night. First shot is good at the free throw line by Markkinen. What's good? Dwayne in the stream, welcome in. Logan, thanks for joining in. Cynthia, Valine, welcome on board. Both of the free throws go down at the line by Markkinen as we are 55 seconds into action. Celtics with their second possession of the night. Brown towards his right around the wing of the perimeter. Slides it towards his left to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles up. Spin cycle inside the key. Shovel. Keita puts up the shot. Got it to go. It's good for 2 by Keita. Good sign to see right there from Namias Keita. First field goal made by the Celtics tonight. Nurkic at the wing. Handoff George. Pocket pass. Nurkic. Runner. 13-footer. Connects on it. Nice little pick and roll action right there by Utah. 4-point advantage. Pritchard slides it off to Walsh. Walsh tees up a 3 at the wing. Off the mark. No good. Nurkic there to haul in the defensive rebound. Keontae George sprinting up the floor. Defended by Walsh. Step through off the runner by George. Drills the 2. Holy smokes. Keontae George making it look easy on that possession. Brown attacking the paint. JB to the cup. JB floats it up and he scores. Up and through. Off the back rim and in for Jaylen Brown. Celtics going to put together a stop. This Utah offense very potent as George attacks downhill to the cup and he soars up and scores. Up and off the backboard. Keontae George with 31 the last time he faced Boston. Brown sends it off to Keita. Keita backs his way, working on Nurkic down low to the rim. Soars up and he puts it through, up and off the glass. It is good for the deuce by Namias Keita. 16 combined points in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of action. The offense is going off right now. Nurkic at the top of the key. Hand off Keontae George. George off a 1-foot runner at the elbow. Missed off the mark, no good. Jaylen Brown hauls in the defensive rebound. Pass midcourt right now for JB. As he dribbles up, attacks working on Sensabaugh. Turnaround jumper, high arcer. Missed it off the rim short. And Nurkic controls another rebound. Yusuf Nurkic. 2 rebounds so far in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds of action. Nurkic at the left elbow. Dribbles towards his left, hand off to Keontae George. Takes on Pritchard around the perimeter, gets past him. Flings it off to Nurkic off a triple team inside the key, and he puts it up and he puts it through. It is good for 2 by Nurkic. Celtics struggling right now to defend interior defense to begin this game. Jaylen Brown on top, dribbles up top of the free throw circle, fires a bullet right corner on a 3. Walsh spun around the rim and out, no good. George there to control the defensive rebound. Marketing attacks off the Euro step, swatted by Keita. Lost the corner, got it right back. It's Nurkic on the 3 for the big fella, and he drills it. Celtics need to tighten up defensively right now. Utah out to a 15-6 start as Joe Mazzulla has to burn a timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. And tough start right now for Boston. Struggling defensively in this game. Just going to get up my box scores here. Celtics one eventually will pop up. There we go. Still a lot of time left to go. Have to tighten up defensively, though, for Boston. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Good timeout taken there by Joe Mazzulla. Couple lucky bounces going in favor of Utah, too, leading to a wide open 3 by Nurkic. Donovan Clingan during the last game hit a couple triples, and yeah, Celtics didn't key in on the scouting report to that one. Influencer, thanks for joining in. Chris in the channel, welcome on board. Nurkic with 7, George with 6. Keita leads the way with 4. Jaylen Brown with 2. Jaylen Brown right now, number 6 in All-Star voting in the East, behind Giannis, Maxey, Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Donovan Mitchell, and then Jaylen Brown over 800,000 fan votes right now, according to the previous All-Star fan votes on that graphic. Yes, I think another big man for the Celtics, like an experienced big, because Kata's a younger big man, and when the Celtics get into the playoffs, rim protection is going to be huge. That's how the Lakers got knocked out in the first round last year, because they didn't have a center. Jaylen Brown, both feet behind the arc, launches a 3 off the mark, no good. Rebound secured by Markkanen. That was a really good look as well for Jalen Markkanen. Up the floor, bumped into White, gave it away off to George. George on a 3, and he splashes it. Man, Keontae George really gave the Celtics issues during the last game. He has done that so far tonight. 9 points already by George. Pritchard pulls up from deep. Swash! That is good from downtown by Peyton Pritchard. Celtics really needed that. Peyton Pritchard struggled in the last game, which was odd because he was at Portland's former hometown team, born in Westland, Oregon. Handoff from Nurkic off to Sensabaugh. No good in the 3, missed off the back rim there. Rebound secured by the Celtics. Brown up the floor finds Pritchard. Pritchard at the left wing perimeter off the Kata screen as he still has it. Dribbles off his handles to the free throw circle. Leaves it back for Brown off the jab step, who takes it straight away off the back rim. No good. Offensive rebound hauled in when a new 14 by Jaylen Brown off a spin cycle runner misfired off the back heel too long. And Nurkic there with a defensive rebound. Just hasn't been the start that the Celtics had envisioned for. Bounce pass, backdoor cutter. Got stole away here inside the key by Brown. Looking to play with pace for the Celtics. Brown leaves it off for Pritchard. Pritchard slows down the offense here at the wing into the hands to JB. Takes on Nurkic, accelerates on him inside the key. Brown puts it up, puts it through. It's good for 2, up and off the glass. That's a tough bucket there. Gutted a fall at the low right block for Jaylen Brown. He's got 4. Keontae George brings up the court. He takes on Jordan Walsh one-on-one. George slides it off to Nurkic at the right elbow. Handoff Markkanen, comes off the screen. Jumper, no good. Misfired on a deep 2. Tipped out to the perimeter. Back to Markkanen. Markkanen with a 3, and he buries it. Utah getting lucky from the perimeter right now. That was with a new 14 in the shot clock thanks to Nurkic, who was able to tap that back out to the perimeter. Jaylen Brown, trifecta from downtown. Quick 3 right there for JB. Sinks through. Nurkic on top. 7-point advantage for the Jazz, approaching the 6-minute mark left to go in the opening quarter as Keontae George lights it up once again. It's been unstoppable here in the opening quarter. 12 points currently for George. Brown at the top of the key. Bounce pass gets the way towards his left into the hands to Kata. Handoff Pritchard. Pritchard floats it up over the top. Kata flushes it down with a 2-hand jam. First alley-oop dunk of the night for the Celtics. 8-point game. Nurkic up the floor. Handoff. Runner. No good around the rim and out. Missed by Sensabaugh. Pritchard there to collect the defensive rebound. Pritchard, guarded by Sensabaugh, finds Brown top of the key. On the Kata screen, dribbles up. Brown shovels. Kata, runner, 12-footer, connects on it. Neemias Queta inside the paint, getting going now. 8 points, perfect, 4 for 4, but a big man from Portugal. George, give and go. Nurkic back to George, attacking downhill. No good, missed the layup. He's out of the play. He's down right now. He's injured. Celtics win numbers 5-4. Here goes Pritchard attacking downhill. Trying to go backdoor. He got blocked by Nurkic. Markkanen burst the speed up the floor. George is still down underneath his own net as he is holding his ankle and he cannot get up right now. The layup was good by Markkanen. It's an 8-point lead, and the referees will let this continue to the next whistle as Markkanen collects the steal and he scores. And Derek White didn't see Keontae George, the backside of the playing defense, as he backpedal crashed right into him right next to the stanchion, and eventually it will lead to a timeout. Oh yeah, this game has been intense so far. Both teams can score the basketball. 28-18 Utah. Keontae George had to get helped out to his feet as he was down for over a minute, holding on to his lower ankle. So we'll check and see if there's any updates here during the timeout. But first, we will head over to the timeout now with a 10-point lead by Utah. A brief word from our channel sponsor, Games Go. This stream is sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions over on the Games Go site. Click the QR code to head over to Games Go, or click the link posted in the description of this video. Games Go offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Grammarly, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 6 years. So coming back from the timeout here, a couple moments. Pritchard with 3 assists, 3 points, just 1 rebound so far. So he had a rebound a couple moments ago by Pritchard. Queta keeping the Celtics hanging in. Perfect from the floor. 4 for 4, 8 points by Queta. Jaylen Brown with 7. Keontae George has been the guy who had been torching the Celtics, though. I'm going to see if there's any updates to that. Keontae George coming into this game was playing with a flu. So he came into this game questionable due to an illness for Keontae George. There's nothing yet about that injury designation. Went down hard, grabbing his lower ankle right next to the stanchion. Yeah, nothing yet over on Twitter about it. Usually it'll take a couple minutes for that to go through. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now at the timeout. About to get back to action here in just a moment. Yeah, Celtics haven't got swept against Utah since 2021. Utah was the number 1 seed. That's a good sign to see for Utah fans. Keontae George back on the floor. Scary scene. He went down hard, grabbing his lower ankle for like a solid minute. Couple baskets were made. And then finally there was a whistle on the timeout that was burned by the Celtics. So 28-18. Boston gets the inbound left to right on the floor. Pritchard on the court with Hauser, Brown, Luka Garza, and Anthony Simons. Couple guys off the bench. First time tonight on the court for the Celtics. Pritchard on top. Pritchard spin cycle. Dribbles up. Inside the key. Puts up the jumper. Mid-range. Swash. It is good for 2 for Pritchard. Jazz race past midcourt. Number 8. First time on the floor for Utah tonight with Isaiah Collier, former USC Trojan, as Sensabaugh took the 3, left off the rim short, no good. Simons there to control the defensive rebound. Simons finds Pritchard, pulls up deep from the parking lot, 30-footer off the mark, no good. Sensabaugh controls the defensive rebound. So we are under 4 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Fast-paced game so far as attacking the rack. Utah soars up on 1 and dunks it through with a 2 and a flush by Bryce Sensabaugh. That was a nasty spin move right there to the rim. Simon, skip pass, Pritchard, extra pass, Garza, the big fella, takes the 3, makes the 3 from the perimeter. Big time shot right there with 3 points off the bench by Luka Garza. Utah's allowing opponents to average over 15 made threes per game. That's the worst perimeter defense in the NBA this season. George with a leaner at the low block goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up. Yeah, looking back at this previous replay, Bryce Sensabaugh raising a roof, spin cycle as he bulldozed over Sam Hauser. It was no call, but the refs let it play on and he dunked it through. 2 shots here at the free throw line for Keontae George. First one's no good, left it short. This Utah team ranks number 1 in the NBA in free throw makes per game. Yeah, Jaylen Brown, if he reaches 30 tonight, he's going to break Larry Bird's franchise record. Most consecutive 30-point games in Celtics history. Jaylen Brown, all 9 games in the month of December, he scored at least 30. Utah, dead last in total defense, allowing opponents to average 127 points per game this season. Second free throw was good by George at the charity stripe. Already 13 points by Keontae George tonight. Celtics down by 8 with possession. Brown fires a bullet down low, off to Garza, who dunks it home with a 2-hand slam. Beautiful pass right there by JB. 6-point game. Rapid fire offense start in this one. Collier. Kick out. Corner. 3 off a rainbow. Kaboinked off the back rim. Missed by Cody Williams. Rebound secured by the Celtics. Pritchard. Pass midcourt finds Brown. Jaylen Brown, his pass, broke it up, got into the hands to Simons, though. Right place, right time. Takes it back out to the perimeter. Anthony Simons, bad pass, picked off by Keontae George, soaring up the ladder with a steal. Dish outside to the wing. Kyle Filipowski took the 3 off the mark, no good. A rebound, hauled in by Garza. Celtics, fewest turnovers per game this season, looking to continue. And that tonight, they had a rough game against Portland when 19 committed turnovers, missed 3 by Simons. Tip-in is good, though, by Hauser. 4-point game, 2:10 left to go in the opening quarter. If you're new in the stream, no spoilers out in the chat. We get to it when we can. It's around 30-second delay due to YouTube delay. Miss J there by Collier at the elbow. Celtics with possession. Brown back outside to the perimeter. He takes on Filipowski in a mismatch. Crossover, breaks the ankles right past him as Brown soars up. Will draw the shooting foul, and 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Jaylen Brown. And Brown right now is in quite a bit of pain. Oh boy. Yeah, Jaylen Brown needs a moment. I believe it's in his wrist area. Taking on Bryce Sensabaugh. Ooh, that's a hard fall. Damn, that's a hard fall. Jaylen Brown. Hard fall. Went right over Bryce Sensabaugh, who picked up the shooting foul. Take a look at this replay here. Yeah, that's a heavy collision. Holy smokes. Yeah, Jaylen Brown trying to stretch out that. Oh, it's. Yeah, it's towards the shoulder. Kind of in this area that he was stretching out. 7 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 free throws to the line for JB. First one bounces in. It's good. Yeah, hold your breath moment right there for Jaylen Brown. That was a hard fall in the hardwood. Three-point game right now. Jaylen Brown's second free throw at the line. No good. Bounced off the rim. Marketing with a defensive board. Brown currently with 8 points in 10 minutes in this opening quarter. Minute 40 left to go in the first. Marketing towards his right. Handoff to George on the outside. Keontae George takes on Simons 1-on-1. 5 at the timer. George dribbles up off the jump stop. Jumper. Mid-range. No good off the mark. A rebound ripped away by Hauser. Celtics with their 5 on the floor. White, Garza, Hauser, Brown, and Simons. Missed 3 by White. Nice rebound by Simons. Fires a bullet right back to White as White missed it again. Same part straight away. Utah up the floor. Here they go with a right hand finger roll. Soaring up to the rim as Collier with a deuce. Utah can play. Number 6 in the NBA for a reason in points per game. As the Jazz collect the steal. Skip pass. Corner. 3. No good off the mark. Missed by George. Celtics with a rebound as we're down to 50 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Brown slows it down. Brown towards his right off the dribble. Lob over the top. Finds Garza. Backdoor scores. Up and off the backboard. Plus the foul. Beautiful pass once again by Jaylen Brown with an assist. And one coming up by Luka Garza. Jaylen Brown already 4 assists right now in this opening quarter. Yes, I still believe in Derek White tonight. Free throw by Garza is good. Yeah, Derek White, nothing for him so far in this game. Pritchard, he's got 5. Walsh is yet to score either. Jaylen Brown on the bench, final 40 seconds left to go in the opening quarter of action. Collier sends it out to the wing. Filipowski steps into a 3 and he buries it. Final 30 seconds left to go. Derek White at the wing of the perimeter. Moves on top off the Simons. Push pass. Left wing. Hauser. Rainbow 3 off the mark. No good. Tapped out to the perimeter. Simons has it. Over to White. White looking to get in the action. No good. Missed the 3 off the back rim. And off the rebound, it goes right back over to Utah with Collier. Keontae George with possession here. Edge of the midcourt logo for George. George dribbles up, drives downhill. Rudder connects on the 2 inside the key for Keontae George. White at the buzzer. No good. It's an air ball on the half-court 3. And we close out the end of the opening quarter. Utah puts up 38 on the Celtics defense. This Jazz team, they can get out. They can run with it. They can play ball. And right now, Utah 12-19 up against the 19-12 seconds. 19-12 Celtics at the end of one, 38-31. 15 by Keontae George. Celtics need to start to neutralize Keontae George, or he can become a major problem tonight as we head over to a timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, tough start for the Celtics, but still got 3 more quarters remaining. They need to tighten it up defensively because that was a struggle in the opening quarter. Utah hitting their shots, 15 for 29 from the floor, 5 for 11 from the perimeter, and getting rebounds, tapping out offensive rebounds back to the perimeter for Utah, giving them opportunities. Derek White needs to start hitting shots. And he's still in the cold again tonight, 0 for 5 from three-point range. He's had good looks, just keeps on missing long. Technically, he should be 0 for 4 because he shot a half-court 3, missed it at the buzzer. And that was a miss on an air ball. But they're going to need as much as Derek White possible because right now, Celtics down by 7. Jaylen Brown, 8 points. Queta playing a great game so far. He's got 8. And then 8 points off the bench by Luka Garza, who's perfect. 3 for 3 for Garza to begin. So they've got a good start with Luka Garza. And now other guys need to step up, contribute. Peyton Pritchard with just 5. And then Derek White, no points. Jordan Walsh, no points. Simons with 0. So here we go, start to the second quarter. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Utah up in fast break point, 6-0 to the opening quarter. Celtics with possession, left to right on the floor. White sends it off to Simons. Simons comes off the screen, buries the triple. Big shot right there from the perimeter by Anthony Simons. Utah has it up the floor. Driving downhill with the left hand, no good. Missed the layup around the rim and out by the Jazz by number 5, Cody Williams. Corner 3, Hauser buries the triple. Big time stroke right there by Sam Hauser from downtown. Celtics start to get into a groove. 1-point game currently. Filipowski backs his way, mid-block, works his way in Hauser, inside the key. Queta, the eraser, comes out with a block. Near side of the front court, though, Cody Williams came down with a basketball. Oh, a huge block once again by Queta. Here goes the Celtics running the floor up in transition. Simons goes up, got stripped out of bounds, and it was off Simons last. It's a turnover. Man, what defense right there by Neemias Queta. Back-to-back blocks on that previous possession by him. I mean, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome right there by Queta. So this will be Utah ball. Jazz have it on top. Kick out corner with a 3 on its way. No good. Around the rim and out. Tapped out to the perimeter, out of bounds. It'll be Celtics basketball. Boston with possession. Simons comes off the screen. His three off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Collier. Collier up the floor. Burst of speed working on Hugo Gonzalez. Skip pass. Right corner three, no good. Around the rim and out. Missed by Markkanen. Tipped up into the air. Loose ball here. And it gets recovered by Filipowski. Corner three. Collier, no good. Hit the top of the backboard. Derek White able to come away with a defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. White still looking for his first made bucket of the game. Nice pocket pass. Hauser off to Keita. Keita. Oh, what are you doing, man? As he blew the open layup. Collier up the floor. 2-on-2 attacking. No good off the mark. And out of bounds it went. It was last touched by Gonzalez at the baseline and out. Possession will stay Jazz. 9:57 remaining before halftime. A comedy of errors. Right there is Keita. Should have taken the lead for the Celtics. That should have been an easy 2, but unfortunately unable to do that. And we will have a timeout here taken on the floor as well. Jazz will burn a timeout up by 1. Celtics, though, out to a 6-zip start to begin quarter number 2, closing the deficit to a 1-point game as we head back into the timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions over on the GamesGo site. Click the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Grammarly, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 6 years. Yeah, Derek White's having a tough game right now. That's what everybody was saying. Flashback to 1 year ago, trade Derek White. People were saying, I'd rather have Jonathan Kuminga than Derek White. Yeah, he's just in one of these shooting slumps right now. He had this around like a year ago for him, a rough closeout to December in 2024. Rough start to early January 2025 to begin the year for Derek White. So, I mean, it's just a stretch where he's having a tough time making shots. He'll eventually rediscover that, and you'll think Derek White in the future when he's winning you games in February, March, and April, and into May, hopefully, and beyond, in clutch games with under 5 minutes left. So all this trade Derek White stuff because of simply 2 bad games against 2 teams out in the Western Conference that won't make the playoffs. I mean, these are just regular season games at the end of December 2025. The Celtics still are in 3rd place right now. I mean, he's going through a rough stretch. There's still time in the game for him to start to turn things around, but just not seeing the rim properly at all tonight to begin this game. 0 for 4 from 3-point range for Derek White tonight. He does have 2 blocks. He's been big defensively. He had 5 steals in the last game to make up for his bad shooting during the last game, but it's right now a goose egg on the board for him. So we get back to action. 1-point game. This will stay Utah basketball. Yeah, Celtics are 5 for 17 from the perimeter. They're falling into that trap once again that they are over-reliant upon the 3, and their 3 is just not falling tonight. Bad pass there leading to the backcourt violation on Utah. Turnover. Simons leaves it off for Hauser. Back into the hands of Simons here at the top. Simons dribbles up inside at the free throw circle. Jumper. Swash as he buries it. Big shot right there by Anthony Simons. Yeah, this could be his night where he really steps up for Simons. He's got 5 now in 7 minutes. Filipowski drives on Garza and poked away. Deflected there by Filipowski into the hands to White. Derek White up the floor. Moves it off to Gonzalez. Extra pass corner. Hauser spots up for a 3 off the back rim. No good. And we get a loose ball foul attached to this. It's charged to Utah. It's going to be on... Should be on Bryce Sensabaugh there. They're going to call it on Filipowski, who is next to Sensabaugh. Yeah, it's on Filipowski then. Yeah, looks like it's a slump for Derek White. Still, we have time in the game, but not a good start for him so far. He's on the floor right now. Simons finds White. Off to the corner. Gonzalez will take a three. Oh, open up the bank right there. Hugo Cha-ching cashes in a three. Holy moly, I thought that three was well offline and hit the top of the backboard from a right corner three and went in. Layup is good by Collier. Cuts the deficit to 2 for Utah. Simons attacks, working on Filipowski. Jumper to elbow, no good off the mark. Rebound hauled in by Filipowski. Isaiah Collier inside the key kick out corner. Baseline dribble for Utah. Out to the wing of the perimeter is the Jazz. Will take a 3-point shot. Missed off the mark, no good. This goes right back over to Simons. Simons dribbles, attacks the paint. So he was working his way on Filipowski, and a foul committed charge to Utah. This will send Simons to the free throw line. It's on Kyle Filipowski again, who picks up the shooting foul. Yeah, he's been really good for Keontae George. Whenever he's played the Celtics this year, he's been impressive. The Celtics have had issues stopping him so far tonight. Simons' first free throw, that is good. Nurkic will check back into the game. Filipowski takes a seat on the bench. Second shot here by Simons. That's down the middle. 7 points off the bench by Simons. Celtics looking pretty solid off the bench. Garza with 8, Simons with 7, Hauser with 5, Gonzalez with 3. Isaiah Collier towards his right off the dribble, takes on Gonzalez, moves it off to the right corner. 3 on its way, off the mark, no good. Missed by the Jazz. That was number 0, Taylor Hendricks. Celtics out possession. White on top. White jumper open 2, connects with it. 15-foot J straight away. Good by Derek White. 15-2 run right now for the Celtics. Last 4+ minutes. Collier off to Clayton. Walter Clayton Jr., national champion last year for Florida. Hendricks finds Clayton off the up feet. Clayton 2 in the timer, gives it off to Hendricks. He puts up a 3. That missed off the back rim, no good. Gonzalez there to scoop up the defensive rebound. Celtics 6-point advantage currently. Derek White off the dribble, finds Simons. Simons dish out, right corner, 3. Luka Garza drills the 3 ball. Really good version out of him tonight for Luka Garza. Off the bench, he has 11 points. He leads the Celtics currently. In total bench points, Celtics 4 for 6 this quarter from the perimeter. Clayton, nice move to the cup there as he soars up, scores with a left-hand layup. Derek White, top of the key. As he dribbles up, drives, floats up the runner. Got it to go. It's good. Open up the bank by D. White. And an and one coming up here at the free throw line. That's just a massive shot. Just flings one up right over Walter Clayton Jr. Off a runner by Derek White and was able to get it to drop. Free throw is good. 10-point lead. Yeah, right now Jaylen Brown's still on the bench. So he's still on the bench. There's no injury designation for him that's been put on Twitter by any of the reporters or any of the medical staff or anything. So still on the bench right now currently. Corner jumper is good by Taylor Hendricks. That's a 3 that he just made. 7-point game. Celtics with possession. White on the floor with Garza, Gonzalez, Shireman, and Simons. Step back 3 by Hugo. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound is secure by Marketing. Marketing on the floor with Walter Clayton Jr. Keontae George back in the court alongside Nurkic and Hendricks. Missed three by Clayton. Tipped up to Gonzalez as he controls the defensive rebound. White pass midcourt. White steps into a three in transition. Off the mark, no good. Tapped out to the perimeter. Went over to Hendricks, though. 3-on-2 here for Utah's Walter Clayton Jr. Soars up and dunks it right over Derek White with a right-hand poster. 5-point game right now. That was with authority for the rookie, and a missed three off an air ball by Simons, as it will go right back over to Utah. A national champion last year for the Florida Gators. This replay is being shown once again on a 3-on-2 fast break. Walter Clayton Jr. with authority, dunking it home right over Derek White. Holy moly, the Jazz bench went absolutely wild. 5-point game, Jazz with possession. Utah playing their hearts out so far. Celtics pick up a reach and fall. That's on Gonzalez, so we'll stop the clock. Cato will come back in. And Garza will take a seat on the bench. Inbound, Markkanen, jumper, connects on the three. Both feet behind the line. It's a 2-point game. Jaylen Brown's back on the floor, and he lost it off the left-hand dribble. Trying to back his way at the elbow. Turn over there, charge to JB. Keontae George off the up, fake at the top. Slides it off to the corner. Walter Clayton Jr. bouncing bodies off Gonzalez. Still keeps it alive towards his left. Puts into the hands of Nurkic. Now outside with Markkanen. Markkanen tees up a three. Missed off the rim short. Tipped up in the air. Pritchard controls the defensive rebound. Peyton Pritchard on the floor with Gonzalez, Queta, Brown, and Sharman. As that was the 5 in the court, leading us to the timeout. As Joe Mazzola will burn a timeout here. As this is a 2-point game, 52-50. Celtics, a 21-12 run to begin the second quarter. They found themselves out in an early deficit trail, 38-31 at the end of one. Their defense non-existent. Defense been much better in the second quarter, but still a lot more that they can do for Boston. It seems like they should be up by much more than just 2 for them. They were up by 10 a couple moments ago and allowing Utah to creep right back into this game right now. So once again, we're going to head over to the timeout. That's what it looks like currently so far with the top players here. I got the last 5 players who were on the floor going into the timeout. Jaylen Brown looking for a 30-plus point night to keep the streak alive, be the franchise all-time consecutive game record holder, surpass Larry Bird if he can make it a 10th game tonight. But right now, just 8 points in this first half with under 5 minutes left. And yeah, Joe Mazzola waited quite a bit of time to get Jaylen Brown back into the game. So he's played 11 minutes. Derek White's played 16. So Derek White basically has played almost this entire game so far. And he's only scored 5 points. So yeah, it's just looking like one of those shooting slumps that he's going through. He had trouble last year going through those shooting slumps. Just doesn't look himself currently. Starters tonight were Cato, White, Brown, Pritchard, and Walsh for Boston. And then Jazz started Markkanen, Hendricks, Sensabaugh, Nurkic, and George. Keontae George is giving the Celtics problems tonight. Plus 15 on the floor, 15 points for him. Markkanen is 12. Shockingly, it's Luka Garza that leads the Celtics. Shockingly, the bench has been pretty well tonight for the Celtics. Garza with 11. 7 by Simon. Simon's a plus 15 for Boston. Hauser has 5 points, and Hugo Gonzalez with a 3. So Celtics responsible for 26 total bench points tonight. Jazz with 11. Hugo Gonzalez leads all rookies, plus 122 in his box plus minus this year. Yes, I got that, Joe. That's awesome, man. Back to action, 2-point game. Walsh on the floor to Hauser, Brown, Kada, and Pritchard. Brown at the mid-block. Bounce pass Walsh. Walsh yet to score so far. Looking to change that as he attacks inside the paint. Runner over Markkanen. And did they get Markkanen here in a foul? I believe so. Yes, they did. It's going to send Jordan Walsh to the free throw line. So Larry Markkanen, guilty party, picks up the shooting foul. 2 shots here coming up by Jordan Walsh. This is a road game for the Celtics tonight, so they're at Utah. First one, no good. If you're just joining in, Jaylen Brown, he had landed on his wrist towards the end of the opening quarter. A little slow to get up. Went to the free throw line. Split the free throws. Jordan Walsh there also split the free throws. 3-point game. And then Jaylen Brown didn't play for the first 6 minutes plus of the second quarter to begin this quarter here. Nurkic, top of the free throw circle. Into the hands to Keontae George, who takes the 3 over Walsh. No good off the mark. Walsh with a big, strong rebound. Celtics pass midcourt. Peyton Pritchard. Towards his right off the dribble off the Kada screen. Pritchard flings the pass cross court. Hauser, catch and fire 3. No good around the rim and out with a follow through. It is good for 2 by Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh right now bringing the Celtics energy. 5-point lead for Boston. Nurkic. Dangerous pass into the hands of Sensabaugh. Had a leap up for Sensabaugh at the low block off the dribble. Outside to Clayton. Clayton from distance. He drills the 3 ball. 2-point game right now. Approaching 3.5 left to go before halftime. Jaylen Brown looking for double figures. He's got 8, looking for 10. No good. Missed the jumper off the back rim too long. From 15 feet away. Markkanen there to scoop up the defensive board. Nurkic. Towards his right at the elbow. Handoff George. Pocket pass Nurkic. Rolls down. Runner off the back rim. No good. Brown secures the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown past the timeline. Brown off the Kada screen. Flings it up to Kada. He tried to make the pass off to the backdoor cutter off the fingertips, though, of Hauser. It results in a turnover. Out of bounds. Had the right idea, though. Great backdoor cut by Sam Hauser. Kada just too strong in the pass, flinging the bullet of a pass as he missed the mark off the fingertips wide of Hauser. That should have been 2 more. Would have resulted in the backdoor slam dunk most likely there. Jazz down by 2 with possession. Markkanen. Defended by Walsh. Celtics pick up a reach and foul. Charge to Jordan Walsh. Yeah, Jordan Walsh, couple games he's been struggling in recently, but before that, he was awesome the first half of December. Jordan Walsh, they had unlocked a cheat code with him during the first half of December. As Nurkic flings this pass too tall for Collier, cutting to the hoop out of bounds. It will be back to the Celtics here. 2-point game right now. Boston with possession. Pritchard. Hand off to Hauser around the perimeter, puts the ball into the hands to Brown, top of the key. Jaylen Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Brown rises for the jumper, deep 2, around the rim and out, no good. A rebound hauled in by Markkanen. Not a good start tonight for Jaylen Brown, missing 6 shot attempts, just 3 for 9 from the floor. Runner, George, inside the key, gets fouled. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line for Keontae George. It's on Jordan Walsh once again. Jordan Walsh having some tough time with foul trouble. Check that. It's going to be on Kada. So Walsh retains his 1. The camera that focused it on Walsh right as soon as the foul happened. Him and Kada right next to George contesting the shot. It's actually on Kada. So Kada picks up his 2nd. But yeah, Walsh has had some foul trouble, and that's why he hasn't scored that much. Now foul trouble for him is taking him out of games early on. Recently, as Walsh will now substitute. White comes back in for Boston. So Derek White back on the floor. Second free throw is good. We get a tie game here. 55-55 under 2.5 left to go. Jazz in a 13-3 run in the last 4 minutes. Celtics with possession. Pritchard at the top of the key. Moves it off to Hauser. Pops up for the three straight away. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Ripped away by White. Kick out corner into the hands of Brown. Jaylen Brown towards his left off the dribble. Jumper, 12-footer, left it off the rim. Short, loose ball. Battle for it. Out of bounds. Past the baseline. It's off Keita. It's going to be Utah ball. Yeah, Garza's been nailing open looks. He's perfect right now from the floor, 4 for 4. Nobody has been able to take over for the Celtics tonight. 55 even, down to 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Keontae George on the three. He buries it. Nobody can stop Keontae George, and he's having a lot of fun right now on the floor. 20 points in the opening half for George. He had 31 the last time he faced the Celtics. Pritchard at the top. Towards his left at the wing of the perimeter. Bounce pass finds Brown. Lobs it up over the top. Keita shuts the door down with a two-handed flush. Oh, that's a pretty possession right there. Pritchard off the Brown with a lob to Keita. 1 point game. Under 90 seconds left to go before halftime. Attacking the baseline. Bounce pass Nurkic. Outside. Sensible. A three. Take it over. Hauser. Sizzles the triple by Sensible. 4-point lead for Utah. Celtics pass midcourt. Derek White at the right wing of the perimeter. Slides it off towards his left into the hands of Pritchard. Pritchard slows down tempo here at the top. 10 in the timer. Into the hands to Keita. Looking for Pritchard. Keita. 5 in the shot clock. Going to take it himself as Pritchard slipped. Off to White. White step back three in the air. Has to force one up. No good off the rim. Short. Rebound secured by Sensible. Down to 50 seconds left to go before halftime. And Utah has the possession. Yeah, that was just a rush three by Derek White. Jazz at the elbow. Outside to the corner. As Utah puts up the three, and they nail it from the perimeter. 64-57. Tough possession right there defensively for the Celtics. Keontae George with 23, the one who was able to bury the three. As Jaylen Brown here will head to the free throw line. Utah just picked up their 5th personal foul, reaching in defending Brown. So 2 free throws coming up by JB. Keontae George. Oh, that's just... what a sick shot right there. Spin cycle. Able to weave his way to the corner. Right past Derek White. Gutted the drop. Man, that's a big-time shot right there by Keontae George. First free throw is good at the line by Brown. Celtics don't suck. It's just one half of basketball. Anything could happen in the second half. Free throw number 2 is good by Jaylen Brown. So we're down to 25 seconds left to go. Utah will slow it down. 2-second differential. Shot clock and game clock for the final possession. To close out going to halftime. Jazz have it at the top. George. Defended by Gonzalez at the Delta Center logo. Dribbles up inside. A key for Keontae. Blocked by White. Celtics with it. 2 seconds remaining. Pritchard. Jumper to buzzer. Got it blocked by Collier. And we close out going to halftime. It's a 5-point game. Utah up at the half. 64-59. An offensive battle so far tonight in this game. Unfortunately for the Celtics, nobody has been able to take over. They're lucky right now that they're hanging in this game. It's been back and forth, a seesaw in that second quarter. As the Celtics led as many by 10, but this Utah offense, they are potent. They struggle playing defense, but their offense looking really good. And Celtics going to find answers tonight to stop Keontae George, and that has not been possible. Keontae George putting on a show at halftime. 23 points, 8 for 15 from the floor, 4 for 7 from the perimeter by Keontae George. Lauri Markkanen with 12. Those are the 2 guys that's done damage so far. Yeah, Celtics, way too many threes. They're midway to 54. They're 7 for 27 from the perimeter. That's so many threes. 26% from 3 is not the winning formula. And it doesn't help out that Derek White's 0 for 6. Derek White hasn't been able to show up. This should be a take-care-of-business game. Like, Celtics haven't got swept against Utah since 2021. They're in danger of being swept by Utah this season if they can't win this one tonight. And it's these games. You look back at the end of the season, playoff standings, it's these games when you lose against teams like Brooklyn, Portland, Utah, especially if you lose twice to Utah, really just comes back to bite you. Like, this one could really hurt if the Celtics can't get back up on track. Yeah, way too reliant upon the three ball, and it's hurting them. And they're shooting terribly against the worst perimeter defense in the league. Utah is allowing opponents to average 15 made threes per game. Got to get to the rim if you're the Celtics, because that's how things have been able to happen. 26% from three-point range by Boston. Right now, Pritchard, yeah, he has 3 rebounds currently for Pritchard. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, he needs to be a lot more aggressive for him. Jaylen Brown just struggling to hit his shots tonight. Like, usually those mid-range shots, hunting down matchups that he's been elite in, those just haven't been able to go down so far. Just 3 for 10 from the floor. Like, Utah's keyed in on him defensively, and they're forcing other guys to beat, other guys from the Celtics to beat them, and that hasn't been the case tonight. The 2 bigs have been playing well, though. Garza and Queta. Garza's been just uncovered, making those uncontested shots. And Queta's getting into a lot of pick and roll action. A couple alley-oop jams he's made, a couple runners he's made. Really good start by Queta for him. Yeah, nothing about Jaylen Brown's injury. I mean, he's got to be playing through, like, shoulder pain. That was a hard collision that he took for him, so he's got to be playing through that, I would imagine. Feel free to check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store. That link is posted in the chat. Coming up, we'll have Mr. Tops here in a couple moments at halftime. Feel free to stay tuned. And we'll have a quick word here from one of our sponsors. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions over on the GamesGo site. Click the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Grammarly, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 6 years. All right, so there's the score, Mr. Tops. Celtics down by 5 at halftime. Hopefully a much better balanced second half because they took way too many threes and they could not hit their shots in that first half. Rough start for Boston, 7 for 27 from the perimeter. And this is my tortoise here, Mr. Tops. Hopefully going to give the Celtics good luck here in half number 2. And yeah, he's looking like he's disappointed. Yeah, he just blinked at that scoreboard. He's disappointed. And the Celtics right now, must-win game for Boston. This is one on paper. They came in an 8.5-point favorites. And yeah, rough start. First quarter, they were torched defensively. Gave up 38 points. Second quarter, they got out to a 10-point lead. And they allowed Utah to get back in the game, surpass them, and take the lead right back going into halftime. So hopefully much better second half for the Celtics here, buddy. Yep. Yeah, he's frustrated. Okay, so I'm going to put back Mr. Tops, and then we'll be back in for the second half in a couple moments. All right, so right now at halftime, currently 5-point game. Celtics needing a better second half. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate it all for being a part here of the channel for this one tonight. Hey, appreciate it, Siegel. Right now, one other NBA games going on at the moment. There's 2 others that will tip off in late night action tonight. But the Sixers up against the Grizzlies, 114-113, midway through the fourth quarter, approximately, with 6:05 left to go in the fourth. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's pretty close there, Joe, for the Missouri Valley Conference standings. Bunch of teams very close together there with like 11-3, 10-4, 10-3, 12-2. A lot of good teams this year in that conference. Jaylen Brown needs a 20-point second half to make history, surpass Larry Bird for 10 consecutive 30-point games, at least in a row. Right now he has 10 at halftime. A tough start for him, just 3 for 10 from the floor. He's hunted down matchups, trying to get into the mid-range, just hasn't been able to make those shots so far tonight. But yeah, I still think there's an opportunity there that Jaylen Brown's going to get it tonight. Celtics need to start to attack the basket more instead of just getting out on the perimeter and putting up threes. We've seen a little bit like glimpses of it out of the Celtics today. More so Cato with a couple of roll downs leading to alley-oop jams. Like that. The interior's been open tonight. And the Celtics just cannot rely heavily upon the three ball. Like, it's going to come down to Brown, White, and Pritchard. If those three guys step up, certainly Jaylen Brown's, by the end of this game, is going to have a big game, I would imagine. But White and Pritchard didn't do anything in the last game. If they had been able to score much more, Celtics would have won against Portland. And tonight, they've combined for just 10 total points. And right now, they're a combined 4 for 12 from the floor between White and Pritchard, and a combined 1 for 9 from 3. So that's not going to cut it when the number 2 and number 3 options have been nowhere to be found recently. No trades today. Yeah, a lot of noise on like potential trades, but nothing today. All right, so we're going to get back to action here. Right to left on the floor for the Celtics. White jerseys, green numbers, green letters. Wow, everybody halftime. All the seats are empty. The fans are still enjoying halftime in Utah, getting to the concession. Celtics 26-14 in bench points as they have the opening possession to begin this third quarter. Payton Pritchard on top, dribbles towards his right around the perimeter, takes on Keontae George, sends it off to White. White attacks the paint, flips up the runner, got it to go. It is good for 2 by D. White. That's a good start right there by Derek White. Celtics are 3-7 this season when trailing at halftime. Keontae George taking it the distance right back. He has been unstoppable tonight. Scores with a left-hand layup. Jaylen Brown attacking inside the paint. Brown puts it up and puts it through, up and in off the backboard. Up to now 12 points for JB. Trying to play like a man on the mission here in the second half of action. Keontae George slides it into the hands to Sensabaugh. Flings it off to the corner. Broke it up. Intercepted by Jordan Walsh with a steal. Finds Brown up the court. Jaylen Brown has it top of the key. Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Jumper. Deep 2. Swash. Jaylen Brown 4-zip run just like that. 1-point game. Up to now 14 for JB. Getting into a groove. Needing to play like a madman here in half number 2. He has done that. It's a turnover charge to George. Up the floor. Brown. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Pritchard. Up and in off the glass behind the defense. Scores the layup and a timeout taken to the floor by Utah. Couldn't ask for a better start than that for the Boston Celtics. 8 points in the first minute and 23 seconds of action to begin the second half by Boston. And the Celtics now have taken the lead. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. That's Boston Celtics basketball right there. Back-to-back steals leading to back-to-back buckets. 14 right now for Jaylen Brown, leading Boston at the moment. Keita with 10. Good to see Pritchard scored a layup off the full-court outlet by Brown. Brown padding the stat sheet with 6 total assists tonight. Derek White, he has 7 with a runner to begin this quarter. 4 blocks tonight for D. White. So the guys who I talked about going into halftime that needed to step up, the 1, 2, and 3 guys for the Celtics have absolutely responded with 2 baskets by Brown, a basket each by White and Pritchard, and great start. As good as it can get for Boston. 8-2 start here to begin this third quarter. Utah, a couple turnovers for them, leading to those 2 baskets. Up to now 7 turnovers for the Jazz. Celtics doing a great job taking care of the basketball. 4 turnovers tonight by Boston. That's what they've been doing best this season, leading the league in fewest turnovers per game. Hasn't been a great game from three-point range, but playing with pace, getting down to the rim, attacking, scoring buckets inside, and they've started to do that right out of the gate here in the first minute, 23 seconds. Going to have to sustain that throughout the remaining part of this game to pick up the win. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in on the channel. That Mr. Top's merch link is also in the description of the video. I just posted it in the chat for the Behind Your Basketball merchandise store. Got a lot of cool stuff on that with all the generic stuff too that we have, plus the newly developed, created Mr. Top's gear recently. Yeah, they're showing the previous steal. The ball got poked loose from the hands of Keontae George. Brown came away with it and made a full court outlet pass off to Pritchard, who slipped right behind the defense, scored a layup. George into the hands to Nurkic. George Nurkic, Sensabaugh, Taylor Hendricks, and Larry Markkinen. That's the 5 of the court currently as Nurkic goes down low, is fouled, and awaiting free throws here. Nurkic will have 2. Coming up at the line, it's on Jordan Walsh, holding Nurkic at the back end of the play. So second personal foul now tonight by Walsh. 2 each by Walsh and Keita for the Celtics. And then 2 personal fouls each by Kyle Filipowski and Isaiah Collier for Utah. First free throw is good by Nurkic. Second free throw is good. Jazz out in front right now. 1-point game. Still a lot of time left to go. 10-15 remaining in the third. Siegel with a dono. Appreciate there with a dono brother. Pritchard towards his right off the dribble. Slides it off to White. White dribble, drive, inside the key. Puts it up. And he gets fouled. It's on Taylor Hendricks, who picks up the shooting foul. 2 shots here coming up at the line for Derek White. Yeah, Garza's not playing right now because they had Joe Mazzola had the starters start off the fourth quarter. So once we start off the third quarter, so once we get into this third quarter, he should be able to come back into the game for Garza. But he put out the regular starters here, all 5 starters who started the game to start off the third quarter. First free throw is good by White. That's now 3 points here in the third by White, up to 8 in the game. Padding the stat sheet tonight for him. 5 boards, 3 assists, 4 blocks by Derek White. Getting it done defensively right now. The free throw is good. He's got 9. Nurkic Has it the elbow, puts the ball into the hands to Markkanen, comes off the screen, blocked out of bounds by Derek White. That's block number 5 tonight for D. White. Just read this perfectly. Coming around the screen was Markkanen, and Derek White timed it as excellent as you can right there. Pocket pass, kick out, corner, off a sidestep towards his right on the 3 from a left corner 3, no good. Missed off the mark there by Taylor Hendricks. Jaylen Brown hauls in the defensive rebound. JB in a 1-point game at the free throw circle. Leaves it off for Pritchard on top. Pull-up jumper straight away off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Hendricks. Yeah, sweating it out if you took one of these teams on the money line or did any betting on this game. Got to be sweating it out right now as Markkanen powers his way with a right-hand layup. 70-69. Back and forth. Utah with a 1-point advantage. Jaylen Brown, top of the key. Spin cycle. Dribbles up now inside the key. Outside finds White. Up fake off the dribble. Gets right past Sensabaugh. Kick out corner. Open 3 on his way. Jordan Walsh. Bang, bang. Rips it down on the 3 ball. 2-point advantage right now for the Celtics. Derek White, excellent assist off the driving kick with a Walsh-made 3 in the quarter. Nurkic, down low, powers his way right past Keita to the hoop and scores with a right-hand layup. 72-72. 8:45 left to go in the third quarter. Pritchard towards his left around the perimeter. Sends it off to Keita on top. Keita looking for an open man, top of the key as he works his way on Nurkic. Hand off Pritchard. Pritchard taking on the bigger Nurkic. Dribbles up to the elbow. Pritchard baseline dribble. Pritchard had it kicked out of bounds. It was off of Nurkic. Very lucky right there on that possession for Peyton Pritchard. It was Nurkic who got Nurkic out of bounds. Jordan Walsh will check out. Hugo Gonzalez comes in to replace Walsh. Inbound to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles out free throw circle. Step back jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. 2-point advantage right now for Boston. Peyton Pritchard stepping up. He's got 9. Back and forth game. Utah with a possession. Nurkic. Handoff to Keontae George. George has it at the elbow. Dribbles back outside to the perimeter. He takes on Hugo Gonzalez. His defender 1-on-1. Towards his left now. Slides it off to Markkanen. Catch and fire. 3 off the rim. No good. Missed by Lowry. And the rebound secured here by Brown. Jaylen Brown taking over on the glass. This now is 4th rebound. The game seems like it's a little bit more for JB White. Getting into the mid-range again. Connects on the 2. 11-footer goes down for D. White. Celtics by 4. Derek White starting to get into a groove right now. He's got 11. Markkanen. Top of the free throw circle. Over to Keontae George. Give and go. Nurkic back over to George. Step back 3. Swash. Keontae George dials it up and splashes it. It's been too good tonight. Celtics having issues stopping him. 28 points. 5th made 3 in the game. But White inside the key off the burst of speed dribble towards the right block. Back out. He leaves it off for Keita. Into the hands to Pritchard at the left wing. Pritchard dribbles up. Drives downhill. Shovel pass. Keita rolling to the cup and he scores. Up and it off the backboard. That was a pretty no-look dime right there by Peyton Pritchard. 3-point game. Down to 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. George off to Markkanen. Attacks the paint over. Keita gets fouled. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line by Markkanen as he crashes hard right next to the stanchion, and Markkanen slow to get up. What a game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. An incredible battle we got going on right now. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win tonight for this one? Celtics or Jazz? Type it in. Two free throws coming up at the line by Markkanen. First free throw is good. Second shot is sunk down by Markkanen. We got a 1-point game right now, 78-77. Jaylen Brown Crosses the midcourt logo. Off a double team, bounce pass behind his back, sets up White. White launches the three off the mark, no good. Just hasn't found his stroke today. Derek White still is yet to make a three from the perimeter, 0 for 7 from 3. Bounce pass, Nurkic off the roll down, and George records the assist. Nurkic scores the layup. And an and one coming up here as well at the free throw line. It's on Keita, who picks up his 4th personal foul. Yeah, Keita just not in good guarding position. Try to take Nurkic on, defending him at an angle. Nurkic was able to get perfect position right to the rim rolling down. Excellent bounce pass there by Keontae George. And with 4 personal fouls, Keita has to take a seat on the bench. Free throw is good by Nurkic. 2-point lead for Utah. Jaylen Brown. Pass midcourt. Defended by Sensabaugh. Dribbles up inside the key for Jaylen. Weaves his way out. Outside White. 0 for 7 from the perimeter. Until that one. Bang, bang, straight away. Makes his 8th 3-point shot attempt. Finally from the floor. Now 1 for 8 from 3 for Derek White with 14 as he buried his first 3 tonight. Corner jumper right back is good from the perimeter by Isaiah Collier. 2-point advantage for Utah. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Brown. Past the timeline. He takes on Sensabaugh one-on-one, his primary defender. Calls for the screen to be set by Garza, now on the floor. Jaylen Brown slides it off to his left into the hands of Pritchard. Crossover, burst of speed, dribbles up mid-block, shovels off to Garza. Runner inside the key, off the mark, no good. George with a defensive rebound for a moment, out of bounds, and it went off of Derek White at the baseline. It will be Utah ball, I believe, here. Referees getting called together to talk about the call, but it looks like it's going to be Utah basketball. Keontae George. Ooh, did he step out of bounds before he pinned it off White? That's the question. That's the question. That's a tough camera angle right there as the stanchion was right in the way. But according to the refs, it was out of bounds off Derek White. And this will be Utah ball. 2-point lead for the Jazz. 5:35 left to go in the third quarter. Jazz with possession. Give and go. George. Collier back outside. George fires a 3. Left off the rim short. Pritchard pokes it up in the air off to Simons, who controls the defensive rebound. Simons, Pritchard, Garza, Brown, and Gonzalez. That's the 5 in the court currently for the Celtics. Pritchard at the edge of the Jazz logo. Looking to get going right now for Boston. Peyton Pritchard comes around the screen. Set by Garza. 15-footer. Swash. Peyton Pritchard able to knock it down. We're tied up at 83. What a game. 5 minutes left to go in the third. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Utah with the basketball. Isaiah Collier on the floor with Keontae George, Yusuf Nurkic. Taylor Hendricks, Bryce Sensabaugh rolling to the rim. It's an open layup scored by Nurkic. Nobody there defensively inside the paint. Easy assist by Collier. Back and forth battle. Jaylen Brown, he's got 14. Outside finds Pritchard. Spots up for a 3 off the mark. No good. Huge rebound. Luka Garza goes up and puts it back up and in for the deuce. Holy smokes. Luka Garza coming out of nowhere. Right place, right time at the very end and put it back up and through. Utah with a big time 3 by Nurkic. Back and forth we go. Thanks for the sub, the boss. Really appreciate it, bud. Jaylen Brown dribbles up, low block. JB off a double team, stays with the possession. Has to get it away, though. Trapped underneath the hoop. He finds Simons. Simons laces up the 3, and bang, bang. He sizzles the triple. Whenever one team makes a shot, the other team responds right back. 88-88. Nurkic. Bad pass went wide. Sent by Hendricks. Results in a turnover. In a transition take foul, I believe here, charged to Utah. This will stop the clock with 3:50 left to go. What a game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Luka Garza tonight, right place, right time. All over the map, 5 for 6 from the floor, 13 points in 12 minutes. Off the bench. The bench been a positive spot tonight for Boston. 10 by Simons. The bench has combined for 31 total points. 13 by Garza, 10 by Simons, 5 by Hauser, 3 by Gonzalez. Pritchard at the free throw line shoots the technical foul, technical free throw. It drills the technical free throw off the transition take foul, charged to Nurkic. And the Celtics will also get the inbound right back. So right now, a 1-point lead for Boston. Celtics will get this basketball right back. Jaylen Brown right now stuck at 14 points. Pritchard on the floor with Simons, Brown, Garza, and Gonzalez. Simons has it at the Delta Center logo. Dribbles towards his left. Gives the ball into the hands to Pritchard. 10 on the shot clock. Pritchard dribbles out. Free throw circle. Pritchard. Turnaround jumper. 15-footer. Connects on the 2. Oh, baby. Peyton Pritchard getting going here in the third quarter. He knew he needed to step up. He had just 5 points going into halftime. Right now he has 9 in this third quarter, up to 14 now for Pritchard. Corner 3 by Filipowski. That is way off the mark as it went over the rim, and Garza collected the rebound. Watch out, Pritchard. Skip past corner. Brown outside finds Simons. Simons on the 3. Bullseye. Jaylen Brown playmaking tonight. Anthony Simons rise and fire. Delivers in the 3-ball. 9-zip run of the Celtics in the last minute. Bryce Sensabaugh moves it over to Collier. Collier been a major minus tonight in the floor for Utah. Kick out corner. Filipowski with a 3, and he rattles it in. That's a major shot right there by the former Duke Blue Devil Kyle Filipowski. Simons off to Garza. Open around the perimeter. He dribbles up to the elbow. Garza outside finds Pritchard. A hot hand recently for the Celtics. Pritchard bursts the speed up to the elbow. Working on a double team. Taking on one defender being Hendricks. Outside back to Pritchard once again. Pritchard. Oh, nasty dribble behind his back. Step back 3 in the air. Off the mark. No good. A rebound. Gets hauled in by Collier. Here goes Collier up the floor. Kick out corner. Firing with a 3. No good. Left off the rim short by Sensabaugh. Jaylen Brown secures the defensive rebound. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists right now for Jaylen. Jaylen lob down low. Garza held up. Garza gets fouled. It's on the floor. Charge to Filipowski. Clock will stop. 2:03 left to go in the third quarter. Man, Peyton Pritchard starting to get going recently. 14 by Pritchard, 9 in the quarter. 3 players with a trio of 14, but the top 3 scorers this season for the Celtics. Brown, Pritchard, White, all with 14 each. 13 each by Garza and Simons. And 12 points tonight by Cada. Balance. But the Celtics, they're going to need players, though, to start to rise and take over the game. And that will be the difference maker tonight in this one. On the other side, at 28 by Keontae George. He is surely taken over tonight on the floor, drilling 5 threes, 10 for 18 shooting. Markkanen is 16. 19 points by Nurkic. They have a big-time trio on the floor tonight. Nurkic with 19, drilling 2 threes. Perfect. 2 for 2 from the perimeter. 7 for 8 from the floor, and perfect at the free throw line. 3 for 3, turning back the clock for him tonight. 3-point game, as we will head over to a timeout and a brief word from our sponsor. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions over on the GamesGo site. Click the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Grammarly, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 6 years. Wow, what a game right now. If you look at the Celtics box score, 14-14, 13-13, with the previous 5 players that were on the floor going into the timeout. That's just incredible balance tonight, but now it's time that you need your star players. Looking at Jaylen Brown, 9 straight games at least 30 if you want to break the record. Now's the time to get going and start to produce and pour in buckets. Luka Garza, man, he has saved the Celtics tonight. 13 points, 5 for 6 shooting, 14 minutes. Anthony Simons has had a great game. Plus 20 whenever he's been on the floor tonight. One other game going on tonight in the NBA. That is Philadelphia and Memphis. That game is going into overtime, tied up at 128. Usually I do Celtics, since they're my hometown team. I do cover other teams too for the NBA Hoping to cover college basketball once we get into March Madness, and then all different types of teams for the playoffs. Regular season is mostly Celtics because that's my hometown team. But from time to time, I do cover other teams in the NBA as well. And then when playoffs comes, it's all different types of teams. Turnover by the Celtics committed towards the near side. Out of bounds went off of Jaylen Brown's fingertips and out. It will be Utah ball. They haven't turned it over much tonight for Boston. It's only their 5th turnover. Hit a perfect third quarter to that point with 0 turnovers. Kyle Filipowski, top of the free throw circle, leaves it off for Collier. Collier bounce pass. Filipowski rolls down, goes up, fouled by Garza. 2 free throws coming up by Filipowski at the line. So Svi Mikhailiuk is yet to play tonight. So he is yet to enter the game. Kyle Anderson, Oscar Tshiebwe, Svi Mikhailiuk are the 3 guys who haven't played tonight for Utah. Chris Boucher is out tonight for the Celtics. Xavier Tillman, Josh Minot have yet to play. Josh Minot recently has fallen off the cliff for him. He got out to a really good start, but hasn't been playing many minutes at all recently. First free throw is good by Filipowski. If you enjoy the content, feel free to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm either going to be live for one of the late Celtics games. I am working on Friday, so possibly Thursday night. They are playing late. If not Thursday night, then I'll try for Saturday. Second free throw is missed by Filipowski. Celtics with possession. Garza, Brown, Hauser, Gonzalez, and Simons, the 5 in the court currently for Boston. 5 in the shot clock. Simons at the left wing. Simons takes the 3 off the back rim, no good. Brown tips up into the air. And it went over to Markkanen for the defensive rebound. Bounce pass to the trailer. Downhill to the cup. Filipowski scores the layup. And Garza smashes Filipowski at the end of this play. The referees completely missed it. That should have been a foul there at the back end of the play by Luka Garza. But a no call missed by the refs. Missed 3 by Hauser. 2 bodies collide for the Jazz. Here goes Jaylen Brown to the rim as he gets fouled, and 1 player down for Utah's Collier is in some serious amount of pain right now. Holy smokes, a lot going on currently. Let's see, battle for this loose ball. Cody Williams and Isaiah Collier, 2 former guys out of the Pac-12 prior to the transition over to the Big Ten. For both USC and Colorado. Those 2 guys came crashing right into each other, battling for the loose ball rebounds. And Collier took the brunt of it, fell down hard. Jaylen Brown here going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Are you cooked at over 28.5? No. This game could possibly go into overtime. No. Jaylen Brown has had a couple of games where he scored 6 points in 2 minutes in the 4th quarter, in a couple of those games recently. One of those was against the Heat from a couple weeks back. First free throw here at the line by Jaylen Brown. That's no good. That's not going to help out the cause there. Stuck at 14. There's opportunities, though. If this does go into overtime, hits the second free throw, he's got 15. There's still opportunities. Anything could happen. 95-94. George, off to the cutter. Downhill to the rim, no good as Utah blew the layup with Cody Williams. Offensive rebound. Filipowski powers his way, and he gets called in the offensive foul. Hugo Gonzalez takes the charge. It's going back to Boston. Yeah, he doesn't look right tonight for Jaylen Brown. This is being under review right now at the monitor. So, right now, this is being looked at right now at the monitor. Offensive foul charge to Filipowski. Lowered a boom right into Luka Garza. Or check that. Gonzalez was the one. Gonzalez. Hugo's having a really good season for him. Like, absolutely excellent. Like, everything you can ask for as a rookie. So right now, Keontae George, he is the game leader with 28. Nurkic is 19. Markkanen with 16 with 6 rebounds. Everybody else stuck at single digits for Utah. Celtics have 6 guys in double figures, but nobody able to take control of the game. Jaylen Brown, 15 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. 14 each by White and Pritchard. Both have made just 1 3 tonight. 13 each by Garza and Simons off the bench. And Queta has 12. So back to action. Jaylen Brown lost it with a left-hand dribble at the top of the free throw circle. Turnover charge to Brown. And committed a foul as well. Loose ball foul charge to Jaylen. That's the 5th personal foul by Boston now as a team over the limit. Utah in the bonus at the free throw line. 2 free throws here for Cody Williams. That's just a poor possession right there for Jaylen Brown. First free throw, that's good. Second shot is good. Simons attacking the paint to the rim, scores up and off the glass. Yeah, Celtics should have been doing a lot more of that tonight, just going downhill, attacking the defense. They were over-reliant upon three-point shooting, 11 for 37 right now from 3. There's just way too many threes that they've taken. Utah with possession. Filipowski sends it off to George. George dump off down low, got swiped away, taken away here by Brown. 2-on-1 in the fast break as he takes it the distance with a layup. 3-point advantage right now for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown's up to 17 tonight. Final seconds left to go in the third. 3 to tie at the buzzer. Corner 3, Filipowski no good. Left it off the side of the rim, short. As Gonzalez controlled a rebound at the buzzer. We close out the end of the third quarter. Celtics by 3, 99-96. Jaylen Brown, a steal and a layup, taking it the distance. That was an excellent read right there defensively, and he took it all the way for the layup. Jumping the route, picking it off. Difference maker right now in the game. Celtics by 3 as we head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Yeah, this could come down to turnovers tonight. Utah, some turnover problems. They got 10. Celtics with 6 right now. They've done a really good job taking care of the ball tonight for Boston compared to the previous game that was rough. But yeah, just it's going to come down to who can take control of this fourth quarter and step up big time and score baskets. We've seen that tonight out of Keontae George. He has 28. But Jaylen Brown right now trying to keep the streak alive. Got a lot of work to do to get there. So he needs 13 points here in the fourth quarter. He's got 17 in the game. Yeah, nobody's been able to take control of this game for the Celtics. It's a bunch of guys just balancing out the points. But you got to rise up here, and in this instance, needing a breakout score. Yeah, the shot attempts are just really balanced between everybody. Like, Simons has 3 shot attempts fewer than Brown tonight. Brown 6 for 14. Pritchard 6 for 12. White 5 for 12. Simons 5 for 11. So you come back to action right now. Start to the fourth quarter. Jazz left to right in the floor with the opening possession. Filipowski inside. No good. Missed off the mark. Offensive rebound. Filipowski fouled off the putback. And he will have 2 free throws here coming up. That's on Garza. First one's good at the line for Filipowski. Second free throw, no good off the rim, short. And it's off of Utah here. It's going to be Celtics ball. So Celtics have their 5 on the floor. This is Derek White, Baylor Shireman, Sam Hauser, Luka Garza, and Anthony Simons. Garza, handoff Simons. Simons defended around the perimeter, torses right off the dribble, sends it off to White. 8 on the shot clock. White dribbles out, 14-footer, got it. There we go, big shot by D. White, 4-point lead for the Celtics. Isaiah Collier on the court with Filipowski, Walter Clayton Jr., Larry Markkinen, Cody Williams. Push pass off to the corner. Cody Williams sends it out to the right corner with Markkinen, and Utah stepped out of bounds on that possession towards the far side corner. It's a turnover. So Cody Williams out of bounds with it. Celtics with possession right back. Simons off the dribble towards his right. Under 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass Shireman, up fake. Shireman dribbles up inside the key. Bounce pass into the hands to Garza. Runner, low block, no good. Couldn't get it. Got the offensive rebound right back and scored. Up and in off the backboard. Nobody able to box out Luka Garza on that possession as Utah attacks the paint with Markkinen. Going to the rim, gets fouled. 2 free throws going up for him. So that will be charged to Shireman, who picks up the shooting foul. Yeah, he realized that hit the rim short, and he snuck his way right past Filipowski, who should have just boxed him out. Filipowski playing lazy basketball right there. Allowed Garza to surge right back past him, get the offensive rebound, score off the putback. First free throw is good by Markkinen. Larry Markkinen, 17 right now in the game. Second shot's good. White pass midcourt into the hands to Simons. Simons dribble, drive, attacks downhill to the rim as he gets fouled. That's on Walter Clayton Jr. 2 free throws coming up here for Simons. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Yeah, it's just been weird today for Jaylen Brown, playmaking more than attempting shots. There was also a time in the second quarter where Joe Mazzulla didn't put him in for like the first 6+ minutes in the second quarter. Celtics here come up with a steal. Hauser lace up a three straight away off the back rim too long. A rebound secured by Markkanen. Off the dribble with Sensabaugh. Markkanen floats it cross court, and Nurkic here commits the... You got him in an offensive foul here, looks like. It's going to be on Garza, actually. Check that. It's going to be on the defense, Luka Garza. Yeah, they were retreating back towards the Utah side, and then it's going to be on the defense, though. So Luka Garza reaching in on Nurkic. Top of the free throw circle with Nurkic. He hands it off to Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh takes in Hauser around the perimeter, brings along the double team, flings it off to Nurkic down low. Nurkic goes up to the rim and scores the deuce. That stood off the front rim, dropped right in with a layup there by Nurkic. He's got 21. Simon, step back jumper, 18-footer straight away around the rim and out, tipped out to the perimeter. Utah collects the long rebound. Collier up the floor here for the Jazz as he fumbled the basketball, though. A reach and fall charge to Boston. 4 players off the pack there. Trying to force the turnover, stacking the box. Sam Hauser, the guilty party, commits the reach and foul. Inbound from Markkanen. Collier has it. Attacks the paint downhill. Shovel pass. Runner. Nurkic. Got it to go. It's a 2-point game. Yeah, right now Sensabaugh is still on the floor for Utah. Peyton Pritchard on the court with Simons, Garza, White, and Shireman. Anthony Simons, 6 in the timer. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Outside, leaves it off for Pritchard. Fires a 3, left it off the rim short. Shireman mistimed his jump there, trying to put it back. And a push here going up on the glass, charge to Nurkic with a foul. That should be one that Peyton Pritchard usually makes. Keita comes into the game as Garza checks out. Derek White bounce pass finds Pritchard. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Peyton Pritchard at the top of the key. Towards his right off the dribble. Takes on the Walter Clayton Jr. Slides it off towards his left. Simons push pass. White jumper to elbow. Got it to go. It's good for 2. 4-point advantage right now for the Celtics. D. White starting to become clutch. A very slow start for him. All of a sudden, he's got 18. Markkanen guarded by White at the elbow. A lot of people in the first quarter were saying in the chat, trade Derek White, trade Derek White. Well, right now he leads the Celtics in scoring, 18 points, 5 blocks, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Struggling from 3 at 1 for 8, but finding his shots today from the mid-range. 7 for 14 from the floor, hitting everything from 2. Celtics over the limit. They just picked up their 5th in the quarter. Yeah, that's bad. Still got a lot of time left to go. You pick up 5 personal fouls, not even 4 minutes into the quarter. That's dangerous. First free throw good at the line by Markkanen. That was on Derek White. That's his first personal foul. Keita with 4. Garza with 3. Second free throw is good by Markkanen. 2-point game, 8.5 left to go in the fourth. Pritchard into the hands to Simons at the midcourt logo. Finds White at the wing. Pulls up from deep. Derek White, bang, bang. Trifecta from the perimeter. Wide open. It takes it, makes it. 5-point lead right now for the Celtics. Derek White coming out. He's got 21. Leading the way for Boston. George, his pass broke it up into the hands to Nurkic, spins up around, got it stripped into the hands to Simons with a steal. Boston with possession. Anthony Simons, 8 minutes left to go. Finds White, who's taken over for Mr. Clutch right now, leading forward on a jumper as he gets clipped and fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line right now for Derek White. Down to 7:56 left to go. Yeah, it hasn't even helped that Joe Mazzulla hasn't put Jaylen Brown back into the game. He did that in the second quarter. He missed the first 6 minutes in the second quarter. Yeah, Jaylen Brown still on the bench. Derek White makes the first free throw, and he'll have another free throw coming back after the timeout. Utah burns the timeout. 6-point lead for the Celtics. Derek White saving Boston right now, having a big second half after a really slow start, able to get into the mid-range, start to make his shots, perfect at the free throw line, 4 for 4, also has 5 blocks tonight. He'll have one more free throw coming up out of the timeout as we head over to the timeout. Celtics lead by 6. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions over on the GamesGo site. Click the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Grammarly, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 6 years. Yeah, it's just unfortunate it hasn't been the game today. Looking like the record's probably not going to happen. We need multiple overtimes at this point once Jaylen Brown comes back into the game. Yeah, he has the most minutes, 29 minutes tonight, just 17 points. Yeah, after he went down in the first quarter, he was just passive-aggressive for him. Like, he was pushing the ball off to the corner instead of going into his matchups, using those matchups to put up his shots and score, because he's been elite this year in the mid-range for Jaylen Brown. But once the late stretch of the first quarter came after he went down, he was just pushing the ball off to the corner to another shooter for him. Yeah, Jaylen got hurt in the first quarter. He was driving to the hoop, went over Bryce Sensabaugh. It was ruled a shooting foul charge. The Utah came crashing down hard, landing in his wrist. And after he shot that first free throw, you can clearly see there was like something wrong out of Jaylen Brown. Ironically, he didn't make the first free throw, but it just didn't look like himself. And the second one he missed. Yeah, just been completely passive the whole game. Derek White buries the free throw coming back from the timeout. 7-point lead for the Celtics. 20 points off turnovers tonight, scored by Boston. Utah with just 5. Celtics done a solid job taking care of the basketball tonight. Just 7 total turnovers. Utah with 12. And almost another one right there. Sensabaugh able to get it away to Clayton. Clayton with a corner 3. No good. Around the rim and out. Shireman with a defensive rebound. Pritchard, Cato, White, Shireman, and Simons. That's the 5 in the court. Jaylen Brown still not on the floor after the timeout. Simons with a corner 3 off the mark. No good. White, offensive rebound. Great hustle by Derek White. Baseline dribble outside Simons. Slides it off towards his left. Pritchard. And Pritchard will slow it down right now. 5 on the shot clock for Pritchard. Pritchard weaves his way downhill to the cup. Slicing the feathers. Takes the distance. Up and in with a layup. Oh, that was crafty right there for Peyton Pritchard. 9-point lead, 7 minutes left. George leaning forward, clipped by Shireman and fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Keontae George. Two free throws here by George at the line. First one's good. Six blocks tonight by White. That ties a career high. Kind of funny how in the first quarter a lot of people were saying stuff about trading Derek White on here. Well, he's the guy that's on track to win you guys the game. 23 by Derek White with 6 blocks. 7-point lead for the Celtics. Pritchard at the wing, sends it off to Simons. Anthony Simons, top of the key. Moves it off to White. White dribbles up, downhill, jumper, mid-range, fouled. 2 more free throws coming up by White. Man, I love what he's done tonight. Whenever his three-point shot hasn't gone down, he has made a complete effort to take the ball inside on this Utah defense, put up shots, score 2s, get to the free throw line, make free throws. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is still on the bench, almost midway into the fourth quarter. First free throw is good by White. Second free throw is good. Nine-point lead by the Celtics here. It's been back and forth all night long. Celtics largest lead by 10. At one point in the second quarter, Markkanen finds Clayton. Bounce pass off the roll down. Nurkic rolls to the rim and scores up and in off the glass. Yeah, Pritchard right now is on the floor. Pritchard, White, Simons, Queta, and Shireman. That's the 5 in the court currently for the Celtics. Simons at the left wing. Cross-court pass connects with Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles, drives on Clayton out to the corner. Queta has it. 5 of the shot clock. Gets it off to White. White lays up a 3. No good off the back rim. Tapped up. And it goes over to Sensabaugh for the defensive rebound. Clayton, Sensabaugh, Nurkic, Markkanen, and George, the 5 in the court right now for Utah. 7-point game midway through the fourth quarter. 18-footer is good by Keontae George. So he's kept Utah right into it all night long. 116-111. 32 right now by George tonight. Pritchard at the left wing perimeter. Cross-court pass finds Simons. Catch and fire 3. No good off the back rim. A rebound secured by George. Celtics got to get back to the 2-point shooting. Back-to-back missed 3s by Boston. George, no good. Missed a runner. Offensive rebound. Nurkic goes up, gets fouled. And 2 more free throws here coming up at the line as the Celtics cannot box out. Nurkic is on Queta, who's already in deep foul trouble. Check that. It's on Shireman. Yeah, Queta got lucky. Shireman and Queta right next to Nurkic. Is actually going to be on Shireman here. So Queta stays with 4. He's got 4 fouls. Shireman picks up his 3rd. And Jaylen Brown right now at the scorer's table about to check in. Nurkic has 25. First free throw missed. And now Jaylen Brown finally comes back in with 5:21 left to go as he replaces Shireman. Second free throw is good. 4-point game. Pritchard, White, Brown, Queta, and Simons, the 5 in the court currently for the Celtics as Jaylen Brown's back in. Bounce pass from Pritchard off the Brown. Backs his way at the elbow. Brown, jumper, got it to go. It's good. Swoosh by JB. 19 right now for Jaylen Brown. He knows he's got work to do, 11 more points to make it 10 consecutive 30-point games in a row. Right now he's got 19 points with under 5 minutes remaining. 3-point shot taken by George, off the mark, no good. Pritchard secures the defensive rebound. Fourth board of the night by Pritchard. Brown has it up the floor, slides it off towards his left into the hands of Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard towards his right, turns the corner. Pritchard, kick out corner into the hands of Simons. Back outside to Pritchard. Right baseline dribble. Pritchard reversing course inside the key. Step back jumper. 14-footer. Oh, he got it. Peyton Pritchard. Big time shot right there. Stepping back inside the key. Celtics by 8. Peyton Pritchard's really turned up the Jets here. The fourth quarter, he's got 18 right now. George Law mistimed it behind Markkanen. Backdoor, it's a turnover. Turnover's been costly tonight for Utah. 13th turnover of the game. Celtics outnumbering the Jazz off points off turnovers tonight, 20-5. That's been a big key in success tonight for Boston. Pritchard, lob to the elbow into the hands of Brown. Brown at the low block, triple team, kick out, corner, open three, Simon, swash! Jaylen Brown, double-double with an assist. Decides not to shoot it off a triple team tonight. The playmaker, kick out, corner, Simons, bury the open three. 19 points, 10 assists tonight for Jaylen Brown. George, into the hands of Markkanen, outside Nurkic. Nurkic at the right wing perimeter, towards his left off the dribble. Keontae George has it. George, step back jumper to elbow, connects in the two. 123-114, another 3.5 left to go. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yes, Markkanen's still on the floor. Peyton Pritchard pass half court. Celtics going to slow it down, playing their style right now, the slowest paced offense in the NBA. Looking for an open look. Cada, top of the free throw circle, outside Pritchard, into the hands of Brown. Brown, 5 of the timer. Jaylen Brown, baseline dribble. Jaylen, tough shot, fall away, no good off the back rim. A rebound secured by Nurkic. And that was clearly forced up there by Jaylen Brown. Yeah, that's just a forced shot. A terrible shot selection at the baseline, fading away. Missed 3. Straight away there by Utah from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Markkanen going backdoor. He scores up and in off the glass. 7-point game. 2:40 left to go. Cato went down hard at the back end of this play. Gets helped out by his teammates up to his feet. As we will have a timeout here taken on the floor by Joe Mazzola. Celtics, 3 timeouts remaining. 3 timeouts as well by Utah. As we head over to a quick timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. 25 right now for Derek White. Jaylen Brown, 19 tonight. He has a double-double with 10 assists, but if you're looking for Jaylen Brown to break the record, number 1, this game's probably going to have to go into overtime. Number 2, you better be praying that Jaylen Brown scores 11 points in the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which is basically impossible. Now, anything could happen, but not likely. Based on low efficiency tonight, under 50%, 7 for 16, and his last shot attempt, that was just a forced up one from the baseline fall away. Just taking a forced shot that bricked off the back rim. Just hasn't been the type of night that I think all of us envisioned going up against the league's worst defense, Utah. For Jaylen Brown, as he's made it much more tougher than it should be. Taking a lot of just tough shots tonight for him. He's been playmaking a ton more, as it shows. He was that last possession before the fourth shot, the one that Simons made the corner 3. That was one that, if you're Jaylen Brown, you're triple teamed, I mean, you can go in for a layup. Probably it's going to get blocked since you had 3 defenders underneath. Instead, he kicks it out to the corner for his 10th assist in the night, and Anthony Simons, wide open 3, drilled it. So, excellent decision right there to play make for Jaylen Brown instead of going for a 2 that probably, based on how the defense played that possession, guarded him off 3 defenders from point-blank range. That was probably going to get blocked, most likely. So, right now, 7-point lead for the Celtics. Trying to take this one down the home stretch. Hasn't been easy tonight, though, going up against Utah. Celtics an 8.5-point favorite on the line. That could matter. Right now, we get a 7-point game with 2:40 left to go. That spread definitely going to matter big time at the end of this one. Celtics with possession. Back from the timeout. Derek White saved his team tonight. He's got 25. White on the floor with Pritchard, Brown, Akeda, and Simons. White lobs it off to Keita. Handoff back over to White. White into the hands to Brown. Top of the key. 6 in the timer. Brown spin cycle. Jumper. 16-footer. Got it. Rattles in by Jaylen Brown. 21 right now for JB. 9-point lead for Boston. Utah slowing down possession of the basketball. You gotta go right now for the Jazz. A lot of dribbling by George. Tough shot as he plays iso ball. Takes the 3 over White, left it off the rim short. That's a terrible possession there for the Jazz. Celtics back with the basketball. Jaylen Brown gonna slow down tempo. 12 in the timer, minute 48 left to go on the game clock. Jaylen Brown takes on Markkanen at the right wing. Glides his way to the free throw circle. Step back jumper. 15-footer. Swash! It is good by Jaylen Brown. 23 now for JB. 11-point lead for the Celtics. George, top of the free throw circle. Lob inside off to Markkanen. Brings along the double. Markkanen, his shot, left it off the rim short. Simon scoops up the loose ball. Rebound. Back over to Jaylen Brown. Minute 20 left to go in the fourth right now. 11-point lead for the Celtics. JB needing a couple more buckets. Has it out the wing of the perimeter. Dribbles up. Spin cycle. Jumper. Fall away. 16-footer. No good off the back rim. A rebound secured by Utah. Jaylen still stuck at 23 right now. Most likely not going to be enough to reach 30. Leaning forward. A 3 is made by Keontae George. Huge shot quickly by Utah. 8-point game. A White pass midcourt. Bounce pass into the hands of Simons. Moves it over to Derek White. 12 of the timer. Celtics trying to play keep away. Utah picks up the foul here with 45.8 seconds. Or no, it'll be a timeout. Far side timeout taken by Joe Mazzola. 1 timeout remaining by Boston. Yeah, Utah had him trapped. Excellent defense right there by the Jazz not to pick up a reach and foul. 127-119 we got right now. If you're just joining in, Jaylen Brown, 23 points. 7 points shy away from 30. Not looking like he's going to get it tonight, as he has tied Larry Bird for the most consecutive 30-point games with 9, but not looking like he's going to get his 10th straight 30-point game. And his December 30-point game streak looking like it's going to come to a close. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining and being a part here on the channel tonight. Really good balance by Boston with their offense tonight. Derek White, 25 points. Perfect at the free throw line, 7 for 7. Tough game from 3, 2 for 10 from the perimeter, but from 2, he was excellent. 8 for 16 from the floor tonight by Derek White. Made every single one of his 2-point shots perfect at the free throw line. 6 for 6 from 2, 7 for 7 at the free throw line, 6 blocks. A new career high for Derek White in total blocks. Celtics get the inbound, 8-point lead. White attacks inside the paint, fouled by Filipowski. He'll stop the clock with 41 seconds. Derek White will shoot 2 shots here in a bonus. .6 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 blocks. To all those people who said, like, Derek White, trade this guy at the beginning of the stream when he went 0 for 5 from 3 to start. Come on, we had a whole rest of the game to play. We still had 3 quarters after that. I can't believe people were saying trade Derek White after 1 quarter. I mean, what this guy does defensively is massive. 6 blocks tonight for D. White. I mean, this guy is all hustle. This guy is all heart. Like an absolute work dog. Second free throw is good. He won the Celtics the game tonight. 27 points by Derek White. Perfect. 9 for 9 at the free throw line. He won the Celtics the game after a slow start in the opening quarter. 10-point lead for Boston. Walter Clayton Jr. drives on Gonzalez. Swatted away by White. It's going to be block number 7 for Derek White. A new career high. 8-second differential shot clock and game clock. Utah is not going to foul. Celtics, a slow start in this game. They trail by 7 at the end of the opening quarter. Got out to a 10-point lead at one point in the second quarter. But nevertheless, it's about overcoming adversity, resiliency, coming on back in the game. And the Celtics got a great version out of Derek White. And Peyton Pritchard played well as well in the second half. Jaylen Brown up to 23 in the game. But Derek White, he had 5 points going into halftime. Finishes with 27 points total, 22 points in half number 2 for Derek White. And he won the Celtics the game tonight. 129-119 the final score. Boston picks up win number 20 this season. They're 10-7 on the road. A lot of statements here that the doubters were saying earlier on the stream. The Celtics can't win road games. The Celtics are going to choke. Derek White should be traded. Look at who won this game for Boston tonight. Derek White, 27 points. 7 blocks, a new career high for him. Just absolutely outstanding. Won this game for Boston. Anthony Simons was balling as well. The bench did a really good job tonight for the Celtics. 20 points, a plus 26 by Anthony Simons. Made 4 threes tonight. He found his shot tonight for Simons in this game. Luka Garza came out strong. 15 points, plus 13 for him from the floor. 6 for 8 shooting. Akeda, he was the one that set the tone early on for Boston. Akeda came out perfect. 4 for 4 with 8 points in the first 5 minutes tonight. Finished with 12 tonight for Akeda. Jaylen Brown, 23 points, 10 assists. Didn't get it done tonight with 30 points for Jaylen, as that 30-point streak comes to a close tie for Larry Bird with 9 consecutive 30-point games. But he did have a double-double tonight. 10 assists. Led the game in total assists tonight in this one. Props out to Keontae George for Utah, man. This dude is a stud. 37 points tonight for him. 13 for 24 from the floor. Kept them in it throughout the entire course of the game. 6 made threes for Keontae George. Nurkic with a big game with 26. Markkanen with 22 alongside 9 rebounds. Their trio showed up in a major way tonight in this one here. 129-119 the final score. Really appreciate you guys for being a part here on the channel. And we're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. If you enjoy the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. We got Jason, John, Michael, Bradley, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Naja player, Norma, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, I Am Ghost, Ian, Joe, and Edith. Celtics win 129-119 the final score. Thanks all for joining in. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm probably going to be back sometime around the early New Year's. Maybe the next stream for the Celtics on a Thursday. That's a late one, though. If not, probably on a Saturday. Celtics by 10 as they win this one. Thanks all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.